Good afternoon, class. So we are going to start learning about the PLC programming, the basic programming using the click software and the click hardware. So any PLC system is made up or include two parts, the hardware and the software. The software is installed on a regular PC, and we have the PLC hardware, the CPU. In our case, we are using the PLC click CPU and the software. This is the central processing unit specifically for the click software, and as is another computer, include a central processing unit, include random access memory, read-only memory, include the I/O interfaces. The input interfaces are used to collect information from the external world, and the output interfaces are used to send the result of the CPU processing the program written by the user to the external world, either to control electrical motors or a lighting system or any electrical device. So this is my PLC CPU. Also, it has a communication port, serial port, that is used to get connected to the computer. This cable, in the middle of the cable, we have a USB interface that connect the communication port, COM1 or 2 or 3 or 4, depending which one we are using on a specific computer, with the USB port. And right here, this connector, this is a terminal block, that behind this we have the interfaces, input interfaces and output interfaces. The upper section is used to collect the information from the input devices. At the software level, they are represented by letter X. At the bottom, we have the output interfaces, used to send information to the external world and to control electrical devices, represented here at the software level, as you will see, by letter Y. So the objectives, let me show you the source of this objective. Where we have the objective, you have to go to the Unify. Okay. Let me go to Unify. So here on Unify, you go to Education, and on Education, Electrician Technician Diploma, ET Curriculum, 2020 edition, and here we go to the module, which is 180, EL180, Programmable Logic Control. We go to the lab assignment, okay? So we are on the PLC basic programming languages. This is the lab sheet. So these are the objectives, okay? So that we are going to be covering. So first of all, we need to define and describe a PLC and compare with the hardware. So as you will see, progressively during this lab, we are going to be using at the software level, we are going to simulate a push button station, the one used to start and stop an electrical motor, that include the red button and the green one. The red one is used to stop, and the green one to start. Both of them internally are interconnected in a series circuit. And as a push button, the green one, immediately you release it, it will disconnect the output. It will de-energize the contactor coil, stopping the electrical motor. So we need to connect an auxiliary contact in parallel with the green contact, okay? And this auxiliary contact is part of the contactor, any contactor for electrical motor. And is a normal open. The contact is normally open, but when we energize, even for seconds, the contactor coil, this contact is closed, holding the connection. To stop, to de-energize the contactor coil, we press the push button, which is the red one. So we are going to, first lab will be using this PLC trainer, okay, and the red one, these two are equivalent to have the push button station. The one used to stop and start an electrical motor manually. Okay, let's start with the software. So I close this, okay. And keep in mind, this is the software part. And I go to the software, I click next, it's giving me some indication, it's start a new project. And this number is the number of the PLC CPU, the hardware part. And it's written right here at the top. At the top, right here, we have that number right here. So it's the same. So I select that one. Click OK. And look at this. This is the terminal block. X are the input. Y are the output. On X, I connect my switches, thermostat, motion sensor, limit switch, pressure switch, and at the bottom, the output. It could be electrically feeding up a contactor coil, but the output is 24 volt DC. So the first lab includes a normally open contact and an output. So I go to instruction. On the upper left corner, I select normally open. Keep in mind, X represent the input. I will select X2. And I need to clarify this. Even though X2 look here open, okay? Normally open at the hardware level is closed. It's equivalent to the red push button on the push button station, okay? And it's equivalent and it's using the negative logic. What is known here as a negative logic. The other will be normally open, and these are my input. X1, okay, now on this is the conditional area. I will have an output. I will use the green light. So I click here on the output section and select output. Okay, on instruction, hit on output, and right here on this menu, these three dots, when you click on it, it's giving you access to this menu. I will use the Y001. Okay, and I will create a price over here. I click on edit line, okay, and then I click on the arrow key in the direction in which I want to draw my line. Arrow key. When I see the blue dot, I hit escape. Now I will insert and normally open my auxiliary contact that would latch this. Okay, I go to the instruction, normally open, and I will select Y001, okay, which is the output. So, and the logic is the following. When I push down X001, Y001 will be activated or through or logic 1. When this is closed, this contact will be closed as well. Even though I release X001, this will latch and will hold the connection between the left side in which I have my power and the right side in which I have my neutral. If we compare this with the electrical ladder diagram. Now I click on PLC, write the project into the PLC, okay, and connect it to the PLC. So there is an error because I forgot to include the N. So I go to instruction and I select an N right here. Okay, now go to PLC, write the PLC into write the program into the PLC, will be my new project 104, save it, okay. It's asking me, my PLC is in the wrong mode, but in order to write this program into the PLC, I need to switch it at the software level or hardware level to stop mode. So I change it to the stop mode, and now it's transferred, no error. So, and I will go back to the run to be able to test this, and you will see the aqua color here. So if I press, look, if I press the green one, the X001, I have an output, okay, because I have a latch controlled by this auxiliary contact connected in parallel with this one at the software level. If I hit and push down X002, which is the red one, stop. And that is what I have for today, guys. Don't forget to get this lab sheet. You have to go to the Unify. You go to Education on the left, on the right side. You click on Electrician Technician Program. Then on the right side, the outline, and you select the 2020 version, and you open the folder related to the 180, and then go to the lab assignment. Thank you.